going on, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here, aka Big D. It's time to review Scream Queen Season 1, Episode 3, titled Chainsaw. This is a spoiler review. If you have not seen the episode, go to fox.com/Scream Queens, watch the full episode there, or download the Fox Now app. For real quick, I know I'm like 4 days late, man. I had a funeral this week. I was busy. I went to a movie Wednesday, The Walk, review's already out, and I've had other things to do, school stuff, open house, all that stuff, final year. So I had to do certain stuff this week that really kept me busy and not going to the DVR and watching. So I have literally 11 or 12 shows to review. And it's only Saturday. It's like I have to go see The Martian in in like an hour or so. So please bear with me on how I do this. I promise. Hopefully by Monday, every one of my Monday, Tuesday, or the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday shows will be reviewed. Because I got a life too. I gotta go outside. I gotta go do stuff, man. So I'm gonna try as much as I can. But note that every show that I have reviewed over the past weeks, the latest episode will be reviewed this weekend. Just stay tuned for that, man. So just stay tuned, keep on the channel, and here we go. Scream Queen Season 1, Episode 3, Chainsaw. Should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros and cons and final score. Let's get right to it, shall we? Real quick, I believe I gave it a B or B minus last week, the premiere, which 2 hours, man. I don't think it should have been 2 hours, honestly. It should have been an hour. But we'll go with our gut. So there's a corner store in the beginning, and of course Zayda, I don't know if that's how you say her name right. What's her name? Zayda. Keke Palmer. That's what I'll say. Keke Palmer and Grace. They're at a corner store, and then here's this red devil, and it's actually a guy named Eugene, and he gets tased in the dick, and it's kind of like. That was a weird opening. I didn't really enjoy the opening as much. But we have a new mascot, guys, for the whole university and everything. It's Coney. And I love how Jamie Lee Curtis, Principal Munch, she's kind of just comes down. She's like, Coney! Let's hear it for Coney! You're a disgrace. She says it to Coney. I'm like, oh, man. Anyway, Sonia, Chanel No. 2, Ariana Grande, she's still posting on Instagram. It's obviously her dead body, just chilling by the pool, if you know what I'm saying. So Chanel and Chad, Emma Roberts, she goes up to Chad and she's like, Chad, can you limit yourself with sex? Like, can you not have sex with that many people and everything? And just like, and it's just a whole argument where he's like, what are you saying? I wear protection, and he literally just goes on and says Chad's probably something with every woman on campus. So Grace's dad is a film teacher for a class, and he shows the Chainsaw Massacre. He's all smiling and everything. I guess it's a university. You could show the text of the Chainsaw Massacre, man, but that it is true, man. That like chainsaws of our past. Do you really escape? So she survived, but did she? Because her mind, her mental state, and everything, man. I got it. I was like, it looks like a fun class, man. It really does. So Coney, he's talking about stuff, and this guy's named Aaron, who's Coney. He's walking around and everything. I'm a nobody. When I put on the suit, I am somebody. And he like grabbing people's boobs and everything, and he touches the butt, and they're like, Coney. And then he's like, I could take money too. When he's at the food cafeteria, he's like, he puts the food down and he grabs the money from the cash register and he just walks away. I love that. I couldn't stop laughing. I literally laughed hard. That was my most moment where I laughed hard. I couldn't stop laughing. So Coney's killed by the Red Devil in his room. He literally, I like how he was kicking ass. He was like, and then he just gets sawed in half, man. So neck brace, Lea Michele, will be worked on by Chanel to look beautiful. She ends up taking the neck brace off, and there you go. That Marlon Brando talk. There she go. I honestly, she just looks beautiful, man. So she is now Chanel No. 6. Oh gosh, not again. There's gonna be a number 7 and number 8 and all that. Like literally. Neck brace is not going down a good road. So Sam and Chanel No. 3, they talk, and she says like, Charles Manson is my father, and she said my father is a killer, and I was like, Charles Manson, and it ended up being Charles Manson. I was like, okay. So Principal Munch and Gigi, they're moving into Kappa Kappa Tau for 1 week, and Chad and the boys, back streets, back. Alright. I love that, man. They all dress in white and they're walking, Red Devil, and they're beating the freaking fire hydrant and they're beating the car. It's so stupid, man. Oh, it's so exhausting. And here's a Red Devil, like, and then there's another Red Devil. There's two, and they go after him in the basement. It's a big old, like, it's a stupid fight, man. It really is. And this guy gets his arm cut off, and then another arm cut off, and he grabs his like cut off arm, the Red Devil, and he just whacks him, man. It's pretty freaking stupid, and that's what makes it so great. That's what makes it so great, man. So Zayday is a person of interest for Denise because she has a chainsaw under her bed and everything. And I was like, wow. My grandma sent me that. Who sent a chainsaw to a university? I don't even know. So Grace is at a gas station because her and Pete are going to go after this, talk to this person. That's in next week's episode. So there's a slasher noise because Principal Munch has this like sound system and it's like a slasher. Gigi goes downstairs. The Red Devil attacks her. Grace's father helps Gigi. And the Red Devil ends up escaping, and then you got Principal Munch coming down, and he's like, stay here, wait for the police to come. We have our killer. I don't know, because of Jamie Lee Curtis, Principal Munch, when Gigi went down, she jumped off bed, and she pushed the bed to the side, and she looked down. What does she have under the bed that she is hiding? Is she the Red Devil? Find out next week, folks. I'm not sure, man. Let's talk about it. First, let me give you the pros. It is funny. This made me laugh more than the first two episodes, man. I laughed hard in this episode. A lot, man. I thought the writing was fantastic of how stupid the comedy jokes are, and it works. It works so well. And I love how it's not like a serious thing. It's always just a comedic horror spoof, and that's what I love about that, man. Chad was annoying last week, but Chad here, and he's like, he was gay, man, but he's not gay. He was talking about boobs and how does it work and everything. It is really stupid, and that's what I love. And Chad is just Red Devil, and he's running and everything, and he's going after him. It's really cool. I do like the whole music, the Backstreet Boy thing. That was really cool. Great to have them in there, of course, because I like Backstreet Boys. Are really cool. The characters, man. The characters in here, we got to see, the regular characters weekly. At least Sam and Chanel number 3 had a little bit more to do in here. The neck brace, Leah Michelle, her part in here was fantastic, and I like how she's finally out of the neck brace, even though she was really hot in the neck brace. But now she looks like Leah Michelle. She turned into Leah Michelle, and that's definitely a big plus there. The Red Devil, the whole thing he did, he killed Coney. He went after the Chad and his Backstreet Boys, and I mean, it literally was pretty fun. Except the opening with that Red Devil thing, that was kind of stupid. But other than that, everything else was really fun. The deaths in here, man, again getting cut open, and you got arms cutting off, and the blood and the effect and all that. I literally every time, even last week when somebody got when he got his arm cut off, I was like, that happens to me every single week when I watch Scream Queens. Like, my mouth. When the frying of the face, I was like, my mouth opens wide for some reason. I don't know why, man. Coney. He was a cool mascot, and nobody addresses that he's dead. I hope they address it next week. Very quotable. Who slits their own throat? That made me laugh again, because who slits their own throat? No one does that, like in a suicide. Oh, what no, man. At least do like stab you in the head or something, not just seriously. But it's pretty funny, the quotes. Principal Munch, Jamie Lee Curtis, she is fantastic in here as always. I really do love her character, and I can't wait to see more. I don't think she's the killer, but then again, we don't know what's going on here, man. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the whole film and everything, all that, and showing clips of it was really cool. It's great to see some of that sometimes. Like I said, it's stupid, very stupid, and has that sense of humor in there. And Zayday, Keke Palmer, is perfect as always. The only cons, really, I don't like the opening, the first 3 minutes. I didn't like it. I hated it. I thought it could have opened way better. And he got tased in the dig, and we never see Eugene again. Who is that guy? Why was he dressed like that? Really, was he gonna? I don't get it. How many times do they sell those Red Devil costumes? The balance of characters sometimes, man. I wanted to see a little bit more of other characters. Like Emma Roberts, she's barely in this episode. And I thought she's like the main character, but I guess she's not. Some characters are not in here as other characters. Like Grace, she was in here in the beginning, and then she just kind of died down and wasn't in here until the end, and that little tease for next week. So, it's kind of like the balance of characters aren't always the best. The ending, not the ending. I do like the ending per se with Grace and Grace's dad in the fight. But when the Red Devil escaped, I'm like, really? You would have heard that big old armor and all that get up and escape. You would hear that. You wouldn't just not hear that. It's really silly, to be honest. So that was kind of like, wow. What is it, Michael Myers? He just escapes like that. And there's not much grace with Pete. They're doing the storyline and then they have to save it for next week. Pete barely talked in this episode. Pete wasn't shown the balance of characters. They don't really show him that much. Sure, he has one scene where he talks a lot, but other than that, those are the cons, and now the pros. And also Jamie Lee Curtis's monologue when she was talking about the people who died and everything. She got her head mowed off by a lawnmower. Just all that, like that whole monologue was amazing. That's a lot to learn, by the way. So overall, I'm going to give Scream Queen Season 1, Episode 3, Chainsaw, an A-. Secondarily, a solid B, guys. I think it was a great episode for sure. It beat the premiere. I love the way it is filmed. I love the way it is. The Backstreet Boys chat, the characters, all of them are likable. And Chanel and the muffs and everything. Yeah, I guess. Just all that. I definitely want more Scream Queens. I'm actually enjoying it. I thought I was not going to enjoy it, but I'm glad that this episode didn't disappoint me. It definitely... The chainsaw and everything, and she has it under her bed. It's just so stupid, and it works, and that's the best part of it. Thanks so much for watching. Hope all of you enjoyed. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about the Scream Queens episode. See you all next week for more. Spock with you always.